The moment he fixed me with his bird of prey eyes, I knew things had somehow taken a terrible turn. "You are a highly trained and experienced former Special Forces operator," he said. "You should have known better." He handed me down a sentence of 26 months in prison, with 6 months taken off for pleading guilty at the earliest opportunity, and another 6 due to my character references. That left 14 months inside. Across the courtroom, Emily was sitting in the gallery with her dad. Both of them looked pale and shocked. "I love you," I called out to her. "It's going to be okay." "I love you too," she said, visibly gathering herself together. "We've got this." That was all I needed to hear. The moment I broke eye contact with her, I was in the zone. There was no anger anymore, no shock, no self-pity, no negativity. This was prison. There was nothing I could do about it but dive in head first. I was thankful to discover I'd been given a cell of my own. Once inside, I took my shoes off, put them neatly by the door, and lay back on the mattress. It was so thin and ragged, it immediately brought to mind my days as a crap-at back in Aldershot. The prison officer doing the roll call was viewing me as if I were no different from them. And I wasn't. I was just a prison number 2. If anything, I was worse. Most of these wretches had started out with nothing. But me, I had a beautiful wife and family, and a prestigious job that I loved. I had everything I wanted, and I'd lost it. I also had another advantage. There were a few people inside that I either already knew personally or had direct connections with from pals in Essex. I know what it sounds like, but there's no other way of really putting it. Some of my friends are gangsters. I'm not talking about petty crime gangs either. These are top boys from top firms, the kind of men whose names get whispered around the bazaars. I started hanging around with one in particular, who was a former member of the Royal Green Jackets, an infantry regiment of the British Army. He did a lot of heavy work, collection, intimidation for top East End gangs, but got caught with a commercial quantity of drugs on him. We swapped war stories. He told me about the drug deals he'd been on, the money he'd had to recover. He got a buzz out of it, and plenty of cash. "There are so many opportunities out there," he told me. "We should do something together when we get out." I lay myself for days, turning over the offer in my head. I was skint and had no idea what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. A lot of former Special Forces operatives go that way, and I couldn't blame them. With my training, I could easily and quickly become a very handy and respected asset within the top gangs in London. Whether it was surveillance, tracking people down, putting pressure on people, recovering debt, or overseeing a job, it would not be a problem. I was capable. I was aggressive. I could work with violence. The respect would automatically be there. There was plenty of money, and it would come easy. The more I thought about it, the more it all added up. I could do this for a year, get some cash behind me, and then move on. Why not?